Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Even though it was October, the weather was still 16 degrees Celsius, so our plan for day 2 was to take things slow and spend the day at the beach. The hotel actually called a taxi for us, and I think it was no more than €15 for a 20-minute trip one way. We've just made our first stop of day 2. I think we're going to see the Temple of Zeus, or what's left of it, but we just saw this beach a little while off, and honestly, it's so pretty. I'll flip the camera around. The colour of the water is absolutely stunning. It's just a jetty that expands out into the sea, but I mean, I don't know if you can see because of the sun, but it's just so nice. And it's a sandy beach, this one, because the one outside of our hotel has little pebbles, but it's really nice. It's so peaceful, it's so quiet. It's really nice. I love it. We also discovered the building remains of a temple for Zeus, which was a 10-minute walk from the beach. This was free entry and the grounds can be covered in about 15 minutes. You can actually walk around the coastline of Thessaloniki, so after this we just did a walk back to the hotel along the beach. So I'm about 2 hours into a long walk along the coastline. We actually started over here. I can't even see it on my camera, but it is those buildings on the mountain. So we've been going in and out along the coastline for about, I think 2 hours, and it turns out that we actually have a long way to go. But it has been really peaceful because it's off season in October. The beaches, I mean, you can see the beaches barely have anyone, so it's been really quiet. It's just been really nice, and honestly, I could keep walking. We've even encountered a lot of jellyfish along the sand. It's like 3.5 hours later, and we finally made it back to the hotel. Thank God. That was a really long walk. I think I'm going to jump in the pool, and I'm not going to film anything else today because we're not going anywhere. For lunch we had chips at the hotel restaurant. Not very Greek, I know, but the food is actually quite cheap in Greece. One portion was only $6.50 and it was actually quite filling. And yeah, after lunch we hung around by the pool before heading to dinner for Italian night. The next morning after breakfast, we headed out to discover villages near our hotel to get a feel of the culture, followed by a stop at Aphitos for some shopping. We did have to get another taxi over to Aphitos, which was again no more than €10, but it was definitely worth it. Aphitos is actually a well-known hilltop village of stone houses and cobbled streets that actually overlook the coast, and is a popular destination in summer for its festival, which brings street art and live music. The shops had everything ranging from clothes to bags, excellent jewellery dupes, to locally produced olive oils, soaps, kitchen utensils and so much more. After that, we headed back to the hotel to spend the evening at the private beach. Day 4 was dedicated to visiting the city of Thessaloniki itself. As we were a group of 6, the rental was a bit pricey, but there are plenty of 5-seater cars for no more than €50 per day. This was definitely my favourite day of the whole trip, and the city was actually really clean and the people were so friendly. It is another day. I think it's day 3 or 4, and we've come to Thessaloniki. I probably butchered the name, but we've come to see the White Tower, which I'll insert footage after this. But it's so nice. I think this is we're actually at the port, And I have a really nice view of all the boats and the ships coming in to the city. So I'll put the clips now. So this is the White Tower. We didn't go in. I mean, you can go in, yeah. I think you have to pay €7 to get into the top. But yeah, we didn't go in. But in front of the White Tower, you have the beach or the port. It's so nice, it's so warm, and it's just so peaceful out here. And then you have all the shops and the hotels running along. I think that over there is the port. I mean, the camera quality is not great, but it is so nice. I'll try and film some more, well, better clips. But yeah, that's my view. We're getting on a day cruise. Look how cute it looks. So cute. I really like the colours and everything. Our stop at the White Tower was followed by a day cruise along the bay. We happened to be in the city the same day that the Navy had their training, so we essentially got a free air show too. We've reached our final stop of the day, which is the Lutra Thermal Spa. I don't know which part of Greece it's in, but it looks to be really good for your skin and bones. It's actually heated from the water of... I'll leave the name on the screen. And it says here it's supposed to rejuvenate both body and spirit. So I'll film. I don't know if I can film, but I'll try. I've just come out of the spa. It was definitely interesting. I mean, there's an indoor pool and an outdoor pool, and it absolutely stinks. It smells like rotten eggs. And I think it's because of the sulfur in the water. There's a bunch of chemicals that they put in. They don't put it in, but there's a bunch of chemicals in the water that gives you that really unique smell. And the water was green. It was like, we went to the indoor one, and it was essentially like a huge jacuzzi slash what's it called, a hot tub. But the smell was unreal. We stay in there for half an hour, so it's €8 per person for half an hour, which isn't too bad. And I think I mentioned earlier it's supposed to have like really good hair and skin effects, and it's supposed to be really good for your bones as well. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. Although I saw the outdoor pool, I didn't get in it, but it's really nice. It's like on top of a mountain, and the pool actually overlooks the mountain, which is really nice. But yeah, I didn't get to vlog. After the spa, we drove back to the hotel, and we were leaving the next day, so we spent the rest of the time at the hotel until we had to fly home.